Start 55 minutes here at Hockenheim in race 5 of the series, and he is across the line and the race is off. Team Totally Not Robots in the 1 and 2 position here. Josh Click maybe losing it just a little bit. A couple people going pretty wide on that first turn, as is wont to happen.
Change for second already by the looks of it, Jim, and bit of contact between second and third.
Oh my goodness, that's not good for anybody at this point in the race.
GTE grid is all bunched back up again for the start. They're about
Luckily.
to cross the start line.
Yep, good call. I'm gonna watch as SumVS leads off pole position here in the GTE category, and they are off and racing. And we've got 55 minutes of exciting multi-class racing left here on Hockenheim. Is there still a back marker? No, there's not. I was just looking at the map wrong.
So we have Jim Boom has gone up into second. Josh Click's gone down to third.
Yeah, and
seems to have kept his position.
I think Jim Boom wants a win. I think he wants to topple the giant that is Bill Kerman here.
He does look hungry.
Quick update on the format. If nobody's watched our races before, we got full damage, accelerated tire wear, and regular fuel usage. So pit strategy will be coming into play about halfway through the race or longer. I'm not sure. I haven't got the report on how the tires wear on this circuit, but guess we'll play it by ear and keep a watch for people's pit stops here.
There's not too many hard the corners which are hard on tyres on this track. It's a lot of slower, tighter corners.
Yeah, and there's a couple sort of fast kinks, but they're not particularly hard on the tires for lateral grip. Extrovert's keeping up with SumVS pretty well here, and Sjord is keeping up with him. Not a whole lot doing. Looks like Sam is in the pits already for LMP2, possibly getting a tire change. He's got some damage. Yep. Yeah.
There's been an incident out there somewhere.
Yep. Raz Daniels keeping up on Echo's backside as Sam falls down in the overall. That's a real killer for LMP2, is when you have to pit early and you wind up having to claw your way back up through all that GTE traffic just to get back with the gang. Sjord's fallen back a little bit from Extrovert. Extrovert up into first now. Made the pass there.
Takes him up on the inside.
Oh, SumVS going a little wide.
A little bit there into the corner.
Knocking out some cones. Simple is pointing out Kerman's already got a 2.7 second lead over Jim Boom. Jim Boom's shrinking it down to a 2.3. It's going to be tough. Once Kerman gets that clear air, he runs like the wind. Jordan Wansick, my VR just went black and no longer worked for PC2. Unfortunate. There's always some heartbreak here in Project Cars Online. It is bound to happen. It breaks my heart a little bit every time. I want people to have to retire due to actual like racing incidents and stuff at least, but just having network issues or whatever else is very, very unfortunate.
It's the life of racing in Project Cars, unfortunately. Expect the unexpected.
Yeah. So our 1, 2, and 3 in GTE are sticking right close together, and looks like Hillbilly Chris and the rest of the guys are a good handful of seconds behind them. Raz Daniels is trying to keep up with Echo here. Raz is a pretty aggressive driver, so he's gonna have some good opportunities here while he's got the tires to do it. But as we do see, sometimes with these aggressive drivers, things get a little too risky as the race wears on. So if he can solidify some positions here, he'll be in good shape. But it doesn't look like it's happening just yet.
The gap appears to have come down between Bill and Jim.
Yep, yeah, Jim shrunk it down to a 1.7, 1.8. Well, back up to 2 seconds, but yeah, Jim he's not gonna let Bill just run away with it. I don't think he's staying hungry out here.
He's got his work cut out.
Josh
First
Click.
and second in the GTEs are still pretty close as well.
Josh Click moved up around Jim Boom now, and
Jim Boom appears to have lost his rear spoiler as well on my screen. At
oh
least.
my goodness, he has.
Yeah, he has.
Oh, huge contact with the wall.
Very unfortunate.
Oh no. I don't think Jim Boom was able to finish the last week's race with us either. He should be able to make it into the pits for this at least, but that is...
Appears to have been a collision beforehand.
Oh, a Ferrari is
I don't think
absolutely...
it's his rear spoiler. I can't.
One of the Ferraris is absolutely destroyed out there as well. As Jim not exactly limps into the pits. He's still keeping up some pace despite having no rear downforce at all. Surprising. Good on him. Absolute professional he is. Yeah, I'm not sure... Josh Click made the pass, and I looked at them, and then we found out that that he was missing the spoiler. I'm not sure if... Oh, okay, so the front of that Ferrari was absolutely shredded, and Jim's missing a spoiler. So I think the Ferrari, whoever that was, just rear-ended the hell out of Jim Boom, and that is massively frustrating. So that's Jim Boom successfully into the pits. And our GTE field 1, 2, and 3 are still stuck right with each other.
First and second look like they've got away from third a little bit.
And that racing incident gave Kerman about 5 seconds right there when that happened. As soon as Josh Click moved up into second, he was 5 seconds behind Kerman already, so safe to say he's just gone unless another Ferrari comes out of the woodwork to ruin someone's day.
Yeah, but Bill definitely has some talent in an LMP.
Absolute mastery of multiclass traffic navigation. I mean, the guy can hot lap fast as anything, but the real key is navigating slower traffic in these races. It's do or die out there. We've seen a lot of really fast drivers suffer because of traffic management. And
we had a little mistake there from second position in the GTE.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
It's a tiny bit of a mistake. It allowed Extrovert to get away a little bit.
Yeah, looks like it. Looks like battle developing here in LMP. There's a GTE car, 2 GTE cars. The Ford Heritage team one of them's running off the track as the LMP field is trying to make it through. That's Raz Daniels in the black Ligier, and Josh Click and Echo ahead of him there. Looks like Sjord is not quite in passing range to some VS.
Yeah, they appear to have split up a little bit.
Yeah,
still 46 minutes left, so still a bit of time to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
All depends on whether the GTEs can go without doing a stop. Because there's been in some tracks where they haven't had to stop. So I'm wondering if this is another one of them.
I imagine it might be. It's not exactly even wear on the tires on this track. I believe the left side gets a lot more wear than the right, so that could potentially... Oh, we got a LMP the Pice livery LMP off somewhere on the track. Yeah, I guess we'll see. It's. I didn't think they could pull a no stop on the last week's race, but a lot of them managed there. Raz Daniels, Josh Click, and Echo are all sticking pretty close together as Bill Kerman moves up into a 12-second lead now. Sjord is getting within battling range with some VS. He's going to be charging up that ion cannon for a fight. I'm really quite impressed with Sjord. They just came last week for a race. I hadn't seen him drive before, and they are really fast. That's good to see.
Sure, he had fastest time in practice.
Yeah. How we doing in chat? You guys alive still? Get that Hocken hype. Get that Hockenheim train rolling. Echo's getting a little caught out by snacks here.
We need to have a stationary LMP car.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead. That was their last lap, and I thought for sure they'd have moved off the track by now. NCC,
NCC is a spinning LMP, all very, very closely sideswiped.
Just cursed NCC as soon as I got to him. No, Mad Dog is mobile. Mac is beside him. Frank Taito. Let's see. Oh, T'Challa. Yep. T'Challa is just...
I wonder if he has technical issues.
That's
maybe
quite
PC
possible.
problems, wheel problems, and he's unable to get the car off the grid. Off the track, I mean.
That is a bit dangerous. I think...
yeah, so I'm sure that would be something that would be looked into.
Yeah, that would be...
not ideal.
Grounds for a full course yellow in normal racing. But
about to lap some GTEs.
Whoa, that was, I think Turamar back there extending a fair bit. It's really easy to give it way too much through that curve. Those are the curves I like, though, is the ones that you can take flat if you're absolutely brave, but that are you have to absolutely know your trajectory and your momentum. Those are my favorites. What's the fast left-hander on Spa?
I know what you mean. I forgot what it's called. Not Eau Rouge, the other one.
Yeah, the one that's not Eau Rouge.
Between LMP and the GTE.
Another.
I'm not sure who that was.
The GTEs have been.
GT. That was all I saw.
The GTEs have been ramming LMPs. We're gonna have a lot of race incidents after this race to investigate. I feel bad for the mods.
Second position has gone past Josh Click. Josh Click must have made a little mistake. Just allowed him to get past. Ice says he is still here. He's just cleaning up the tears.
I just read that too. Oh, bless your heart, Ice.
He's not had the best of days, bless him.
You're
First
still.
He didn't get to do a stint in the 24 Hours of Daytona, and then he gets disconnected from this. So he's not had the best day. Our thoughts are with you, Ice.
You're still a champion to me, bud. Looks like I don't know who that car is behind Josh Click. Is somebody like trying to unlap themselves or something? Yeah, that's Jim Boom. He's replaced his spoiler and he's starting to claw his way back into the ranks. I don't think he's been lapped. He's just lost a lot of positions. So Raz Daniels in the pit. I imagine he's the one that got the massive punt.
Yeah, I see some front end damage again.
Yeah, there's a lot of issues arising from GTEs following LMPs into the braking zone. I think they didn't quite have enough time to practice and find out like where the braking zones differ for these two cars, because the LMPs can stop so fast.
It's very important in multi. You need to judge your braking zones quite carefully when you're following people, especially when it's a different class to you.
Yeah, that's the huge thing here is between the different classes, the GTEs take longer to stop than the LMP cars, and the LMPs are actually suffering for that. Josh Click is into the pits. I think he had a little bumperino as well out there.
I wonder if it's quite hard on tyres on the LMPs, because they're looking quite slidey out there, the LMPs.
Yeah, we've seen
happy, some of them.
Yeah, I've seen a couple Tokyo drifts out there so far in the LMP cars. Josh Click slipping down the ranks very quickly as everybody passes. That's Josh Click into 8th. And
Bill Kerman is almost got a 20-second lead, just 20 minutes into the race. So
20 seconds every 20 minutes. We got that. We'll equate that to a minute lead at the end. We'll see if he can keep up his pace. Let's see. Where'd Jim Boom go? There he is. Jim Boom, 17th overall currently, but it is not over. He's trying to claw his way back up into the points here. Harold coming up to Turenbar. God help everyone in the endurance race. Yeah, that's going to be a fun one. I'm still not sure if I want to race. I really want to race in the endurance race, but I may just have to commentate on that one as well, because I'm sure commentating is going to be very exciting for that as well. Commentating last season's endurance race was just an absolute ball, so I think I might broadcast that one.
Yeah, the endurance race will be the only other one I'll be attending, so I'll be definitely racing that.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's we doing multiclass? Are we doing the same cars for
yes, it will
the
be the
endurance?
same format as this, accelerated tyre wear. It'll be pretty much the same.
Oh, very good. And we're doing that
obviously just a lot longer.
Le Mans. It's going to be a good time. Harold is going into the pits, and that is Frank now into 4th position, and Mac behind him. Some VS getting a little cozy with Jim Boom there. Maybe they can help each other out. Jim Boom will give some VS a little bit of a slipstream so that some can kind of catch up to Sjord a little bit. Simple. You need to like manually run a fiber connection yourself. Run it cross country if you have to. Just get a spool of fiber and just get walking. You can actually have a decent internet. Looks like Jim has passed Sjord now, and some VS is still a little bit too far to have benefited from that. Go to the battle between Mac and Frank that's developing.
Looks like 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th and 7th aren't actually far from each other in the LMP class. They're all reasonably close to each other, so there's still a lot that could go on there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They're not miles away from each other, so there's still a lot of positions that can be taken. NCC being at the back of that, and then there's a bit of a jump to 8th.
Yeah, it's at the end of practice and qualifying, it looked like it's going to be really interesting in the LMP field today, and it certainly is living up to that. Matt getting very close to Frank.
Also appears Extrovert has got quite a lead as well in the GTE.
Oh yeah, Extrovert's off and running there. Now Josh Click came out of the pits in 14th. He must have been in there for a long time for those repairs.
Yeah, he must have had some damage.
Yeah. The amount of time taken to do a pit stop this early in the race, the pit stops are happening because of a damage repair, so that could be anywhere from 15 seconds to a full minute to repair damage, depending on how bad it is. That's Errol, and Extrovert is going into the pits now. We're 26 minutes into the race, and that appears to possibly be a scheduled pit stop.
I'm wondering if that's a tyre change.
Yeah. Errol into the pits as well, looking kind of scraped up, but that also could be a scheduled pit stop that he put off. Maybe put off some slight damage, and now he's taking the time about midway through the race to pit.
Yeah, Extrovert is out the pits, so that was I believe, just a scheduled pit stop.
Yep, and Extrovert has dropped into 5th now in GTE, but he's got the pace to make up for it, and he's right behind Snacks. Just tires and fuel. I'm not sure. Paulie, do you know if between LMP and GTE, if they fuel and do tires at the same time?
I don't believe so. I believe the LMPs go through tyres a bit more than the GTEs.
No, like during the pit stop.
Whoa,
what is going? Doesn't look like anybody's too hurt.
I'm not too sure. I mean, I haven't really driven the LMPs very much.
Yeah,
I'm not the biggest fan of a grippy car.
Right.
Oh, we appear to have Snacks spun in the background, straight to the wall. Looked like a big impact.
Oh, yeah. His arrow doesn't look too bad from here.
It doesn't look like he got too much damage from that.
Yeah, I can't see any damage, but I can't speak for his radiator or his suspension. Anyway, for the tires and fuel, seems to be about
the LMPs, I reckon, might get away with a one stop. I know they use a bit more tyres than what the GTEs do.
Yeah,
they're quite hard on the tyres.
The higher downforce.
There's a lot of slower corners on this track, so I reckon they might get away with a one stop, maybe a 2.
Yeah.
Just not sure if they have to refuel.
So the time for a standard pit stop, though, I'd say probably 30 seconds.
Yeah, 30, 40 seconds.
Yeah, from pit entry to tires, fuel, and exit, probably 30 or 40, yeah. It's enough to matter, but, yeah, because I've seen Kerman pit with like a minute lead and still come out with, like, 30 seconds or 20-second lead. So, that seems fair. Oh, what are we doing? There's Hillbilly Chris just hanging out with some LMP cars. Seems to be about the only real action going on right now. We've got Sjord in the lead of GTE category now that Extrovert has pitted. We'll see if Sjord and Sums try to stick it out on these tires or if they'll have to pit as well. So that's Sums in second, and Mason taking a provisional 3rd place here. That's Extrovert now in 4th. He's crawled up the ranks and
working his way back up.
Yep.
Unless a few people have pitted, of course.
That's
which I don't believe has happened. So
Frank Taito is pitting right now. But yeah, that's going to be, if they can keep that pace up, even 3rd and 4th is going to be huge points for Her Majesty's racing team. Let's see, NCC coming up on Walrusian. welcome to anybody that's just joining us. This is race 5 of season 2 for Project Cars Drivers Club, Project Cars 2 main series. That is a mouthful. We are halfway through the race now, just about 30 minutes and 30 seconds left of this race. NCC not quite making it happen on Walrusian yet, but it looks like they kind of... I don't know if there's any foul play there, or look like there's potentially a little bumperino.
Looked like it went to one side on my screen.
Okay.
I didn't see any contact.
Ferrari just kind of went wide there and then let the LMPs pass. And Snack's just coming out of the pits. Now in P8, looks like Have a Nice Day is just ahead of him in that Aston Martin. Oh, they're going side by side into turn 2. Dangerous. Snack's gonna tuck in behind Have a Nice Day.
Someone else in the pits, 8th position, has gone in the pits.
Yep, AVX in the pits.
Yeah, we're starting to see some people pit, so I reckon we're looking at a one stop for the LMPs.
Yeah, I believe so, since we're just
very deep into the corner.
That hairpin is, even if you're only racing one class, that hairpin is dangerous. I found out firsthand last time we raced this circuit. It was just in the Clios. Not even a particularly fast car, but I managed to outbrake myself in the hairpin and rear end someone else. The thing there is, even if you're in the same class, the braking zones are different if you go side by side into the hairpin. The offline is way more slick than the rubbered up racing line around the hairpin. So it's a dangerous place to be. NCC up on Walrusian, Jim Boom up on Frank Taito. Looks like they both got...
NCC goes into 4th.
Oh, Walrusian in the pits, yeah. So that's some free positions for Mac there.
So I reckon we might see a few more pit stops within the next couple of laps from the top guys.
Yeah, I would say, since we're halfway into the race here, it seems we're seeing some scheduled pit stops. Probably just going to be a one-stopper for the LMP field, as long as they don't get rear-ended by a GTE. So Jim Boom's made it happen around Frank Taito. Jim Boom now into 9th position. I want to see Jim come back. I want to see Jim Boom come back from losing his rear spoiler completely. And,
yeah, he's doing well. He's doing well to get back. Points. But is he going to have to pit again? That's the only thing.
Yeah. It's if you can get repairs and necessary tire change or fuel at the same time, that is ideal. But it was so early in the race, I kind of doubt that he was able to do anything of consequence while he was in the pits. Mason and Extrovert, the teammates are sticking up close with each other, and who is that? No, it's not Hillbilly Chris behind them. I'm not sure who's in that Rari, but Extrovert's keeping up with Errol. Extrovert. I've cursed him.
I was about to say he's in 3rd, but he's...
I'm sorry, Extrovert. I'll take the blame for that one. Yep. See, if you have 2 commentators, that's double the curse. We're twice as potent with the commentator's curse.
And he lost 2 positions, funny enough. So.
Sorry, Tom. Jim Boom up into 8th now, moving around Walrusian when we weren't looking, and Frank possibly trying to make a move there as well. Now, where is Walrusian's teammate Albonner is in 14th in his category. kind of down there, but I like those boys. They're good boys. They might not get podiums all the time, but they're good boys. They got a nice livery. I like them. They're goofy Swedes. They're my kind of people. Looks like Extrovert's trying to get those positions back from Hillbilly Chris here. And Hillbilly Chris just gets left out because that LMP car was slipstreaming Extrovert, and he just had no place to tuck back in behind Extrovert. But it looks like he's still giving it the fight, moving into the braking zone. Everybody's going wide. Look, moves.
Tiny bit of contact.
Little tap there. Oh, I say it all the time when cars get really close to each other in braking zones, but especially in that hairpin, it stresses me right out, boy.
Extrovert gains a position from someone's mistake. Is Hillbilly Chris going to get the position as well? He's up beside him. Looks like it is.
I don't even think that was for position. Yeah, that's Bazik in 26. He was getting a lap there. Bazik looking like he got a little cozy with the backside of another car. I think that was him that outbraked himself in the hairpin a while ago.
Extrovert has gone back up into 4th though, so he's made a position back.
Oh yeah, forward onto Don for Extrovert. He's going to be pushing for that podium. Simple says, only real main fight I can see is the battle for 1st and 2nd in GTE. Yeah, there could be a big shakeup happening too in the GTE field as people might come into pits. Actually, I'm not sure if GTEs are. I don't know. I guess it's still up in the air as to what they're planning for pits in the GTE field. I don't believe Kerman, Echo, or Turabar have pits yet in LMP2 category.
NCC has just come into the pits.
Yep, just diving in now. Mac getting ahead of him. Yeah, I think our race leaders are gonna have to pit pretty soon here. I don't think they can make it the whole race on these tires, but I guess we'll find out.
I'm not sure they'll make it even on the fuel.
Yeah, the fuel tank I think is a bit smaller on these LMP cars as well. Snack's getting a little cozy with Ariel, but not much doing. There he goes. He didn't have to fight for that one too much. Oh, it seems like he's recovered. All right. Fair enough. I thought we had a little spin there, but I was mistaken. Ariel has made his way around beautifully, and Frank Taito is going to be looking for this position from Walrushen. Looks like they've separated over Parabolica a little bit. That's Kerman into the pits now. I think he's got enough of a lead that he could be able to hang on to that lead, but
a bit of contact there.
Yep. But from where Echo's
gonna have to pit as well. So
yeah. Oh no. Oh no.
He's out braking himself a little bit too much.
It's been a pretty gory race so far. I feel bad for them. Yep. Feel bad for the people that are gonna be investigating the race reports. Kerman's still in the pits. Kerman exiting the pits in first place. Possibly. That's Echo right next to him. That's Echo into first. I don't think you'll be able to hold on to it though. Is he? Yep. Oh, there we are. Probably doesn't matter too much anyway, since Echo has yet to pit. But I'm sure he doesn't mind being right up there with the race leader. Is very encouraging. Echo going to the outside, Kerman on the inside. Let me get the trackside camera here and find out what goes on. Oh, getting very, very close there through the hairpin. Kerman manages to keep it with the defensive line. Into the fast right-hander. Another big braking zone here. See how efficient Echo can be. That's Mac into the pits now in fourth place for LMP2. Everybody extending a little bit. It happens to the best of us. What do you do? Echo looks like he's losing a little bit of time. And I'm not sure who that is behind them.
I'm in the pits soon, Echo. Jim up into 6th.
Good on him. Yeah, that's Jim behind them, so I believe he's a lap down then. Say goodbye. Kerman's a couple seconds ahead. He's gone.
Jim is now 5th.
Good on him. I am so pleased with Jim's performance today. He's definitely making the best of a non-ideal situation at the beginning of this race.
Just not sure whether he can go to the end without pitting again. That's the only thing.
That's Turnbar into the pits. Echo is still holding out. Frank Taito making it around the LMP car. Still, oh, that's a member from Majesty's Racing.
And Aston Martin. Looked like it spun.
So that's you're still in first, I'm still in second, and yeah, I'm not sure which of the boys that was that spun there.
Contact? It all looked almost like contact to me.
I'm not sure. It was very, very close anyway, enough to make me nervous. And Mac pretty close behind them. Yeah, 8th, 9th, and 10th are gonna have a time here. That's Echo into the pits finally. Really, really nice camera on that. Good.
Yeah, I like looking at the fence.
Yeah, there's beautiful fences here in Germany. They have lovely, lovely fences. So one thing, everybody always says, you gotta visit Germany, go to Hockenheim, see the fences. Best in the world.
Jim up into 4th.
What a guy. What an absolute lad Jim is. I love these underdog stories, like when Sjord and Sums had a huge incident at the last race and managed to claw their way back up. That is always inspiring to see. Good reason not to get tilted at the first couple laps of the race if something doesn't go right, because it is a very long race and good things can happen.
Unfortunately, Josh Clicker, I don't know if he's managed to work himself back up a little bit. He's in 11th. He drops a little bit far back, didn't he?
Yeah, that's a tough pill to swallow, going from second place start to 11th now with only 16 minutes remaining of the race. Not that Team Totally Not Robots is exactly hurting for points, but yeah, it is difficult to deal with. German fence building is German engineering fences. Oh, Dick, did you retire too? The chat's always like retired drivers from the race. It's funny, but also kind of depressing at the same time. That's Josh Click, possibly trying to make up some lost ground here.
Mad Dog not too far behind Echo, but I think he's yet to pit. And then...
Oh, yeah. And Jim may have to... What was that flying around? Jim may have to pit again as well in the dying laps of this race.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether Jim might have topped up on the fuel or... Oh, better contact between Josh Click. I'm not sure if Jim might have topped up with a bit of fuel. Maybe he might be able to go to the end. Not sure how the tyres are hold up.
Yeah, there's some hope. I don't think he's exactly saving fuel with how hard he's been pushing, though. That's Josh Click up into 10th, and he is still looking for it. Oh, I think that was just 10th overall. I think he passed a GTE, and I don't know what I'm talking about, so I'm going to shut up. No racing today, got a nasty cold. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we're all hurting today in the stream. We got a cold. Polly's got some migraines. I'm hungover.
Yeah, we do well. We do well.
we make the best of a situation here.
I'm sitting here in my front room broadcasting with sunglasses on. So. Oh, spin from quick.
Into the infield. Kept off the wall. Yeah, Polly's future's so bright he's got to wear shades.
Yes.
Here's Sjord getting a little caught up with the LMP car. That's great to see. I know I've said it a bunch, but it's good to see new guys pop into the series and just start dominating. That's really fun. Guys got bad luck in the 24-hour. Yes. Unfortunately, pretty early in the race. I think they had 2 race incidents. The last one they got, I haven't seen the replays, but I believe they got just rear-ended completely by somebody that wasn't racing smart and just punted the living daylights out of them. And it was bad enough damage that they were forced to retire because they couldn't quite make up after that. Really sad. I was looking forward to watching that. I'll still watch, probably still watch some of the race, but just like rooting for my boys, you know. But what do you do?
So Extrovert's come back to podium. He's gone up to 3rd.
Oh, very nice.
At some point. I don't know how much of a gap's between him and 2nd. I don't think it's a massive gap.
Yeah, it's 3:33 and something second. I think it's, if I'm looking at this correctly, it's a 30-second gap to Sub Vias, who has not pitted. I don't think Sjord has either, and they might not at this point.
I wonder if then Extrovert's pit may have been a correction. Maybe he didn't apply his setup. There's not many other GTEs have pitted apart from him. So I'm wondering if maybe he didn't put enough fuel in, or...
Yeah, that seems to possibly be the case.
Unless he did get a tiny bit of damage and went in for repairs.
Yeah.
No one else seems to have pitted.
Jim Boom, our guy, trying to catch up to 4th place now.
Yeah, he's dropped down into 5th.
Oh yeah, did he already get up into 4th?
Yeah, he's dropped back down into 5th.
Well, shucks.
Must have had a tiny slide.
Oh, is that Jans? Hello, bud. Where you at? Holler at your boy. Extrovert only started with 30 liters. Yeah, that'll do it. So he's gone light on fuel, possibly intentionally, possibly not. Looks like just over 11 minutes remaining of the race here. We are well and truly into the dying laps. Josh Click into the pits. Sam looking for a position over Alboner. Yeah, it's hard for these guys. It's definitely not a place I want to be in when you get caught up with the like into the GTE overall. It's really hard to recover from that.
The LMP2s definitely look very slidey on the rear ends to me. They look as if they've got a low downforce setting to me, and they're quite slidey.
Yeah, that's it. I think Jim, it might just be visual, but it looks like Jim Boom's aero is damaged still.
It looks okay on my screen. Doesn't look damaged at all.
Oh, okay. Probably just a visual remainder from his previous damage.
It's possible. I believe Mad Dog still hasn't pitted, because he's not very far behind Echo. I suppose he's 15 seconds or so behind him, but...
So we are under 10 minutes remaining of the race now. 9 minutes 35 seconds. We'll see if anybody can make some big moves. Kerman's got a 1 minute lead over Echo in LMP2. Sjord and Sums still keeping the 1-2 in GTE. Separated by 7 seconds, I'd say. So there is time for a shakeup in GTE class here. Extrovert, fair ways behind them in third place for GTE.
Looks like Jim might be going to the end. Only 9 minutes left. Can't see him pitting in the last 9 minutes.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I forgot we can check fuel at least with the speedo. Jim really getting close to that wall, making the most of the track.
7 litres.
Time for a fuel check. So Kerbin, we know, is topped off. Mad Dog has not pit yet. He's got 5 liters, and I don't know if that's going to take him to the end. Turbar, full tank. So Turbar might be swiping third place from Mad Dog here in the dying laps. Jim Boom, 13, might do it. I'm not sure how exactly that car is on fuel. Sjord, 21 liters. He'll make it to the end, I imagine, if he can.
Tend to make it to the end on a fuel tank.
Yeah,
they're normally finding a way of fuel when they put it in extrovert.
Just a matter of just a matter of keeping the tires fresh now.
Thank you, Jons. Yes, it is nice to be back. Although I can't race, it's too much. But I thought I'd do some commentating today with Dustin. Although, Jons, I'm sitting here in sunglasses to be able to do this, so it's all good. Sunglasses in my front room. Oh, looks like Josh has gone wide.
Kerman I think he got squeezed out there a little bit.
It looked like it to me. It looked like he wasn't given enough room.
He just made a little tap on the wall. I don't see any aero damage, but
he's got quite a lead. He can come off the throttle a little bit, I think.
Yeah, he can
just sort of cruise round.
Yeah, he can afford to lose a little bit of race pace. Mad Dog into the pits now, and we'll see if excuse me, we'll see if Turambar can snatch that third place finish here.
Yep, that puts Jim back up into fourth. Let's see how Jim's fuel was looking, maybe.
Oh man. Oh man, Jim.
He could make it.
Oh man. Oh, I'm getting really excited now. We got just over 6 minutes remaining, and Jim may have gone from nearly last to a podium here. I hate to say it to Rambar, but I'm rooting for Jim here on this comeback. But we'll see if he can fight for that podium here. I'm forgetting to. Oh, looks like maybe a little contact there. They always get so close.
Side by side, too wide.
I'm getting so.
Jim is hungry for this podium.
Oh my goodness! Still side by side.
That looked like contact to me, side contact, but.
I'm getting so giddy. I'm forgetting how to work the cameras. So that's Jim into third place for now.
A lot less fuel than Turumba.
Yeah, Jim may.
He's got the edge, but he's 8 litres. Can he get to the end?
That's gonna be risky bisky.
Very tight, I think. I reckon he might have to do some fuel saving.
If Jim can clinch this podium, that's play of the game. Absolutely, that is just fantastic racing on his part. NCC looking for something on Walrushen, not quite happening yet. Go on board with our GTE leader, Sjord, for a moment. Give time for some more drama to unfold and precipitate. Got 4 minutes 45 seconds left. Probably 5 laps left of the race.
Yeah, I'll be. I don't think personally Jim's going to make it to the end. I don't think he's got quite enough fuel.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty risky. We got a Frank Tito fan in the chat here. Yeah, your boy's been putting up some good fights. He's in 9th right now. He's in the points. Had some interesting spats with Walrushen and a couple other drivers here. But he's 17 seconds behind the next guy, so he might be sticking in this 9th place here. NCC, however, does stand a chance of taking that 7th from Walrushen. But we'll see if the Swedish driver can defend against NCC, whom is a very capable driver from what I've seen.
Oh, inside.
Oh, yep. There we go.
Very nicely done.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Walrushen didn't seem to really defend against that. I'm not sure if he knew it was for position or if he just didn't want to fight this late into the race. What is that on the track? Did you see that poster board on the track, Paulie?
Not on my screen.
Oh. Seemed like a little bit of debris on the track, but seems like everybody's avoiding it anyhow. Raz Daniels, not quite in range to make an attack on the next position. 2 minutes 40.
Doesn't seem to have lost too many positions from pitting that late. He's only in 5th, so he's a nice amount of points.
Yeah, not bad at all. Raz Daniels with a little bit of spin. I think the rear tires are definitely starting to go out on these LMP cars.
Let's go on board with Jim and see how much fuel he's got.
Yeah.
4 litres?
4 litres. Ooh. That's risky. That's so risky. It seems like I don't know.
This is the tense. Can Jim finish?
Yep. I love these. Jack pulled one of these on, was it last week? That he was running out at Imola. These are risky. Very fun to watch though. See how fuel management works in a competitive environment.
Looks to me a little bit as if he's fuel saving a tiny bit.
3, and it seems like he's got double the fuel. Like it's a 2-to-1 ratio of fuel to time, and it's like been dead on for this entire time. So I think he's gonna run out when he crosses the finish line. Simple Geek doesn't believe. I believe in Jim. I believe he might. I don't know. If he has a pit strategy for just a splash of fuel, but no, I don't think he's got the time. Yeah, Tourenbar is 2.5 seconds behind him. Tourenbar will gladly eat up that third if Jim ducks into the pits.
On where Bill is on track and how soon the race will end.
Yeah, that's exactly how we saw it play out at Imola.
So
how good am I?
One more lap, I think. I think we'll be one more lap.
What's that Corvette doing?
So a Corvette go backwards into a wall. That's not going.
So
no, there will be one more lap after this one. No, there will not, will there?
No, this will be the final lap.
So, yes, can Jim make it? He's dropped
1
fourth.
liter. He's
1 litre.
Yeah, I don't think he's got a hope for a podium here with how much fuel saving he's going to have to do to get around the track. He's got less than a liter. Oh my goodness.
He's dipped the clutch, he is coasting. Oh, there's a...
Oh no. Oh no.
And he's missing many, many body parts. But Jim could... Mad Dog's in 5th, but he's quite not too far behind him. But Jim has only got 0.6 litres left.
Jeez. There's some madness going on further down the field. Let's see where Jim is. Oh, he's working that fuel. Oh no, Jim. Pressure's on, mate. 0.3 liters. Oh no, that's Bill Kerman across the finish line, taking yet another win in Season 2 here. Really, really exemplary performance on his part. That's Echo in second, Tourenbar in third, about to cross the line. And Jim with 1 liter is about to run out of fuel. Oh, he's run out. I don't think he's got enough to coast. Oh no, my goodness.
I think he's going to do it.
Oh my goodness. Slowly. Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
Mad Dog's not far behind.
He's gonna make it. He's gonna make it. Is he gonna keep his 4th place?
He's not. No, Mad Dog's takes 4th. Oh, the great descent. Well, very well done, Jim. That was
Jim.
amusing to say the least.
Yes, that was one of the most enjoyable journeys to watch throughout this race. Going from no spoiler to podium to running out of
to the finish line and stopping on it. But unfortunately losing.
Absolutely amazing.
Actually, according to mine, he's in 6th. So he lost 2 places.
Oh yeah. He had a time penalty.
He had a 10-second penalty. I didn't realise that.
Yep.
It didn't pop up. So very good though. To be up there to spin and then come back to 6th was quite impressive.
Yeah, that was really amazing. So to recap, Kerman won the race in LMP2, Echo in second, and Tourenbar rounding out the podium. Where's the GTE now? That was amazing. Sjord takes first. Really, really fantastic win. That's good to see. Newcomer just coming in and winning the second race with us. Some VS takes second, and Extrovert takes third for the GTE. Oh, that was just too much, man.
It was a great stream. It was a great race to watch.
That was amazing. Oh, all right. Well, before it kicks us out, we'll say our goodbyes here. Welcome. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yep,
fantastic race.
PCDC.link is our website. If you're interested in joining us, check out our videos on YouTube. We archive our main series here, and we got some other nice videos in there too. Yeah, thanks for watching. It's been a joy. Thank you, Paulie, for joining me.
That's cool. All good.
And I don't have a sign-off that I do while broadcasting yet, but yeah, good fight, good night. Thanks, everybody.